Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. This is the Bronx. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, we're not going to be all coy and nervous about this festivities, and I know that we are excited as well to have the president. Think about that. The new president of the Federal Reserve Bank, and John Williams. We want to welcome you. Let's give him a strong round of applause. We're different here. When you come to the Bronx, there's something different about who we are. There's something different about our DNA. There's something different about our energy, something that we're proud of. We have a certain swag. There's a certain flavor here in the Bronx. And because of that, we've been able to persevere. When Zuma talks about what the Bronx was like and all of the accolades that I received as the borough president, is because of the people in this room and so many others who could not make it here today that have really taken it upon themselves and risked everything that they had in order to start businesses, all of their investments. People have probably even called a few of you crazy, right? For investing in our borough. And this is the reason why I just wanted to come by here today and say thank you to all of you who are participating in this conversation. Look, the reality is that working with the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation, Marlene Cintron, let's give Marlene. Mr. President, we've come a long way. I'm not saying that life is perfect. That's why we have to have this conversation. That's why we welcome you here today. But what I am saying is that the numbers don't lie. So since I've been the borough president over the last 9.5 years, the numbers, not me, check the numbers, will show that we've seen over 84 million square feet of economic development. Wow. Over 40,000 units of housing. Last year alone, we saw almost about $2.7 billion in private investment. Since I've been the borough president, north of $16.5 billion private dollars invested in our borough. We've cut unemployment collectively, all of us. For those of you who have businesses or affiliated with businesses or are training people to have those jobs, collectively we've cut unemployment by more than half. When I first started office, when I first took office in 2009, the unemployment rate was north of 14%. And now it's hovering a little over 5%. And it's not that people are getting off the rolls. I'm not an economist like you. And some people say, well, folks are getting off the roll. 170,000 more Bronxites are working today than the first day that I took office. And we're proud of that. We're proud of the fact that even though, again, life isn't perfect, in 2017, it was our safest year as it relates to crime index since 1951. Tourism is up. Cultural institutions such as this one are doing well. And what we want to do, and we've been doing it in a way where we learn what works in other boroughs, and we try to steer away from or learn lessons on how to do it so that it works for as many Bronxites as possible. And all we want to do is create opportunity, hope and opportunity. The individual that I'm about to introduce, Nick, you know him as Nick Lulo, who has been the head of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, who just had a fascinating conference in Puerto Rico last week. Nick, you understood this very early on. Nick used to be a part of a baseball, always giving back to the community, always giving back to festivities and senior centers and little leagues. And Nick always understood that you can create jobs, you can do the brick and mortar, and we've all been doing that, but ultimately it's about the spirit of the people that you represent. It's about how people feel and preparing future generations to believe in themselves. In 1981 and in 1982, there was a little league baseball team called Ofresi, sponsored by Nick. And that little league team won the championship 2 years in a row. Guess who was the pitcher in that little league team? so I know you're going to have a wonderful conversation, and you and I will see each other a little later on. I'm looking forward to this being a fruitful conversation so that you can let the Federal Reserve know what we've been doing here in the Bronx and beyond, but also how is it that we can continue to build on the great successes that we have now so that we can be the national paradigm for the turnaround in urban communities. You have a fascinating leader in Nick Newell. You have someone who I consider a friend, who my family considers family, who always understood that ultimately what we need and what we're looking for in our communities is economic and financial independence. And he's not only done well for himself as a businessman, but he's made sure that he brings other people along the way. And for that, I am proud to introduce him this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ruben.